A loud bang on the hydrophones. Loss of transducer or transponder. Loss of comms. I knew what happened. Sub imploded. I sent emails to everybody I know. I said, we've lost some friends. The sub has imploded. It's on the bottom in pieces right now. I sent that out Monday morning. I said,
hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Something's always felt a little bit off to me about this submarine story. It's why we didn't cover it on The Daily Show. It's why we haven't really been going in as hard as everybody else on coverage. A reality of the news cycle is that there's only so much oxygen out there, for lack of a better metaphor. There's only so much time to cover stories. And when you have a story like a bunch of people being trapped at the bottom of the ocean inside of the Titanic, well, a lot of people tend to cover that. But now we know that this entire charade is a operation in order to keep the American people and the media distracted. Because we know that the people who are in charge knew that these people were dead at the bottom of the ocean minutes after it happened. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. U.S. Navy detected the implosion on Sunday. As soon as the sub went missing, they heard a boom at the bottom of the ocean. They knew that that's exactly what had happened. Those in charge knew that this tragic event, we're not trying to make light of it, we're not trying to say there's some type of like dark forces that caused all of this to happen. There's a terrible accident that seems to be wildly preventable. Some really stupid designers and some really dumb ideas went into the submarine. But nonetheless, evil people utilized this news cycle and dragged you along when they knew there was no chance of these people being found. And even worse, we can prove that they planted false stories. That's right. They know that the news cycle is like 20 seconds long these days. So they need to keep something regularly churning if they are wishing to distract you. Bread and circuses, they used to say in the Roman Senate. That's how you keep people distracted. And this was a circus. They knew that these people, and by they I mean the Navy, the United States Navy, the military apparatus, those in charge of it, those in charge of intelligence, presumably those in charge of the White House, knew that these people had already met their fate minutes after that little sub blew up at the bottom of the ocean due to a crack in its carbon fiber hull, presumably. Ladies and gentlemen, why did they keep it from you exactly? Here, these articles saying that the submersible implosion was so fast the victims never knew it happened. Boom! Massive boom at the bottom of the ocean. 12,000 feet below sea level. The U.S. Navy picked up that boom. They knew these people were toast. So why didn't they tell you? Why did they allow the entire world to go on for 5 days? 5 days. All the way through to the point that every news site in the world said, oh, they're out of oxygen now. There's no chance of them being left. Oh, you know what? Just so happens that we happen to know this the entire time. Why did they lead us along, lead us astray, and also, more importantly, plant fake stories? That's our question. I think the obvious response to that is that they needed you to not pay attention to the real stories at hand, which is the Biden corruption. Miranda Devine, one of the best journalists in the world, saying the Biden administration knew the sub imploded on Sunday. They waited until today to make it public. Convenient smokescreen for the House Ways and Means Committee of the IRS whistleblower testimony and DOJ sabotage of Hunter Biden investigation. Wall Street Journal, this is the article that everyone's linking to. Exclusive, U.S. Navy detected Titan sub implosion days ago on Sunday. As soon as it went missing, the U.S. Navy, which has sonar monitoring all around the globe, which has sophisticated equipment to come in and to assess or save people all around the planet, something called a Magellan submersible could have been there instantly, within hours they could have been there. Why didn't anyone launch a Magellan submersible? It's the most sophisticated submersible on planet Earth. Jack Posobiec saying the Wall Street Journal reported the U.S. Navy detected the Titan implosion on Sunday, but Biden held the news until today's whistleblower testimony. The entire thing was a distraction op. Yeah, we can prove it. Now, Jack got community noted here, because there's still plenty of libs on Twitter, saying that the Wall Street Journal didn't say that Biden held it back. Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. Let's go to another silver-haired person that the media loves to quote, James Cameron. James Cameron has spent more time on the Titanic than the captain of the Titanic. He assumes he's been to the Titanic 33 times. James Cameron, the director of the Titanic, said that the entire search was a prolonged, nightmarish charade. Listen.
Monday morning, when I first found out about the incident, got on a whole bunch of calls and emails. It's a small community. Within an hour and a half, I had the following information. They were on descent. They were at 3,500 feet. They lost comms and tracking. The last one being the critical one, because the transponder that's used to track a sub during descent and on the bottom is a fully autonomous system. It's in its own pressure housing, and it has its own battery power. So for them to lose comms and tracking at the same time, sub was gone. There was no question in my mind. For days, I tried to run other scenarios that could account for it. I could come up with nothing. So the next thing I did was contacted a few more people and managed to track down, there are acoustic networks around. Some are research, some are intelligence. We got confirmation within an hour that there had been a loud bang at the same time that that comms were lost. A loud bang on the hydrophones, loss of transducer or transponder, loss of comms. I knew what happened. Sub imploded. I sent emails to everybody I know. I said, we've lost some friends. The sub has imploded. It's on the bottom in pieces right now. I sent that out Monday morning. I never believed in that technology of wound carbon fiber, wound filament, cylindrical hull. I thought it was a horrible idea. I wish I'd spoken up, but
James Cameron knew. James Cameron knew. Dan Crenshaw knew. Dan Crenshaw, a member of Congress, saying the United States Coast Guard has access to the highly capable rescue submersible called the Magellan, which is ready to deploy to rescue lost submarine near the Titanic. But I'm hearing disturbing reports that the U.S. Coast Guard officials are blocking or delaying the Magellan from being deployed. If true, it's concerning. We should be doing everything in our power to rescue. He's so close to the truth. He's so close to the truth. Update. I'm hearing reports that the U.S. government unnecessarily delayed the deployment of proper search and recovery equipment from reaching the Titanic. Now time is running out. I also hear that contrary to the Coast Guard reports, the sub's location is actually not a mystery at all. The search area is being refined. I would like to know, have all the implements been deployed and search equipment been removed? What's the status of the search and recovery mission? How soon can we safely bring these people home? Dan Crenshaw, you're so close to the truth. The truth is that the U.S. government knew that these people were goners days ago. But they let a news cycle continue. They let the memes continue. We're sinking, help, U.S. Navy, Joe Biden. The mainstream media, Hunter Biden walking away with no prison time after selling crap and committing treason in his father's name. Hey, look, it's a missing submarine. Slap it on. The Biden administration watching everyone search for a submarine they knew exploded 4 days ago from sonar. What were they trying to cover up? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that these text messages came out proving that Joe Biden is a mafia leader who is effectively strong-arming the Communist Party of China. But wait, there's more. We can literally find the Psy-Ops that they planted. They didn't just stop the search and rescue and allow the news cycle to eat itself alive and for all the oxygen inside the news cycle to heat up and to depressurize itself so that they could get away with their crimes. No, ladies and gentlemen. They planted fake stories. If the submarine imploded on Sunday and the Navy knew about this, what about this whole U.S. military picked up banging noise at the bottom of the seafloor news cycle? This was a lazy Psy-Op to keep everyone going. And here is the article. Exclusive in Rolling Stone, of course, in Rolling Stone. Searches for the Titanic tourist sub hear banging from area. Internal comms reveal. Oh, really? This was published a couple of days ago to keep the story going. This is according to emails sent to DHS leadership. Oh, so Department of Homeland Security leadership planting a story about there being banging from inside of the sub. Don't worry, everyone. It's all good. We're going to find them. We're going to get them. This story went around the world. saying that they had detected banging in 30-minute intervals coming from the area where divers dispersed, according to internal updates sent to the Department of Homeland Security's National Operations Center, obtained by Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone, how far you have fallen. You used to be a real punk rock magazine. You used to be anti the system, and now you are the system. This is Oppo planted to fool you, to trick you, to give you hopium and copium, to distract you from the real stories. Joe Biden was sitting next to Hunter Biden when he demanded payment from Chinese businessman. The IRS whistleblower reveals the agency recommended felony charges for Hunter Biden in tax probe. But he wouldn't get them. They shut down the attorney, David Weiss, coming after Hunter Biden. Merrick Garland lied under oath. These are stories. The submersible run by some moron who built a very bad design and had that bad design predictably implode at the bottom of the ocean, that's not a story. The U.S. Navy covering it up, and those in power covering it up and leading the entire country and world along in a fake news cycle when they knew the fate of the people minutes after it happened. James Cameron knew it. Ladies and gentlemen, now that's a story. And planting Oppo like, oh, we hear the dinging noises. Trust me, they're there. We're going to save them. Got it? That's a story. Them planting fake Psy-Ops like this. You've been Psy-Oped, ladies and gentlemen. You've been Psy-Oped. That's what's going on here. Sick, evil people. Sick, evil people. What a disastrous and dark episode. Keep your head on a swivel. These people have absolutely no souls. We do, and we have a soul, and we have a growing, warm, happy heart because, well, you. Because you like, shared, and subscribed to this channel, and we thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Benny. Stay tuned for more news. See ya.